Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Crystallize live stream. Today, we're going to talk about a new feature that we've recently released, which is the Lightboxes and how we can take advantage of it to organize our assets and make reusable. So to tell more about that, we have with us Vasil. Hello, Vasil. Welcome.
Hey everyone, my name is Vasil, and I'm a front-end developer here at Crystallize. So today I would like to talk about the new feature that we introduced in Crystallize. That's the Lightbox drawer. But let me first start with a real-world scenario where we have a problem of kind of reusing images, and how we can. Then I can talk about eventually how we can solve that. So what you see here on the screen is this beautiful storefront that is built with on the backend is powered by Crystallize, and in this storefront we have a bunch of products over here. So for example, we have these chairs, very beautiful, and then we have also the stories, or kind of we are telling the story of each product, and kind of we're getting people to know the products even better. So if let's take a look at this, the first one that I have here, which is the mid-century modern interior design. And as you can see here in this story, we are featuring this product, which is kind of the chair. Very beautiful. And then if we scroll down, kind of we are telling here the story of the chair and all of that. And then we get into kind of this image, which it kind of seems a bit cropped from the product image that we saw earlier.
Yeah. For a product, we don't have like the full picture.
Yeah. And then somehow it seems like it's a different image, is not the one that we used for the product. So maybe when the content editor was adding this image, he didn't see the kind of the original one, or he didn't have the original one, so he had to upload a new one. And then all of a sudden we're having like two different images for the same thing. And then people are kind of having hard time to relate this story to the product, right? And this is a problem actually, because we want to kind of to reuse the same image, or make sure that we are consistent when we are showing products on different places on our website, so people can easily relate and remember different products, right? So this is the story. So to solve this problem, I kind of see two solutions. The first one is that we have the image of the product, the original product. So that's pretty much coming over here, either downloading this image and then use it again in the story, or kind of the more elegant solution here is actually to reuse the image that you already uploaded once and then just use it in a different place. And that's where actually, yes, and that's where actually the Lightbox drawer or feature that we're introducing in Crystallize is coming very handy. So let's look at the backend. So this is Crystallize, and this is the backend that is powering the eShop that I just showed you. And this more specifically here is the story that we looked at with the cover image, if you remember. And over here we have the image of the chair.
The cropped image, yeah.
Yes, the cropped image that we actually want to replace with the full product image. So what we can do, and then over here on this tab, I have the asset organizer, or this is the single place where you can view all of your assets in Crystallize. And in the asset organizer here, you can see that we have the products, kind of the image for the product that we looked earlier, the whole chair.
So that is the image that you want to reuse.
Yes, exactly. So I want to reuse exactly this image. So what we can do to actually use this image for the story. As you can see, every time when I hover one of these images here, a small button pops up. And if I hover one of them, it says add to Lightbox. So I will come over this product and then I'll just click add to the Lightbox button. So what happens here is that the Lightbox...
we have a new element, yeah.
Yes, and then the image was added to it. So what is a Lightbox actually? The Lightbox is this one place where we can temporarily store images that you select, right? And all of these images are not copying the image again. We are just referencing the image from one place to a different place. So I added this product image that I want to use in the story into the Lightbox. And what I can do now, I can go back to my story. And as you can see here at the bottom is that the Lightbox appeared with the same image. So first thing I need to do is remove this image, of course, and then open the Lightbox and just drag and drop to the place where you want this image to be used.
Boom, it's already there.
Yes, and that's the image, that's the same image that's used for the product, right? So if I go back to this is my article, this is the story. I'll just refresh this page a few times because this is production and the page is cached, right? So I'll just refresh one more time. And what you see now is the actual product image that was
new
used
image.
earlier.
Yes.
Yeah. With all the benefits to just reuse, right? So this is the idea of the Lightbox, that we can store these images in a temporary place, reuse them in a different place, and making sure that we are not uploading these images over and over again, but we are just actually reusing images that are already uploaded. But cool, let me show you actually a few more things that you can do with the Lightbox, because it's much more powerful than this, but this was just a small like a real world scenario where we may have like these discrepancies between images and how we can solve that with the Lightbox. Cool. So I'm going to close all of this because I don't need it anymore. And then I will open, so this is Crystallize, but this is for a different tenant. And this is the asset organizer, or the one place where we'll store all the images. And I will clear this from before. So what we can do now, let's say that I want to create two new products. One product is going to be dedicated to carpets. As you can see, I have 4 of carpets images, and the other one will be about bathroom, because I have also different bathroom elements that I can sell. So what we can do here, I can just go and select the image that I want to use. So I want to use these carpet images over here, and then for the bathroom, I want to use these bathroom images over here, let's say. Yes, all those. And what we can do, we can just click here, add to Lightbox. So as you can see, all the images were added.
Okay.
Yeah, they all appear in the Lightbox. So there is one thing that I would like to notice here. For example, if I go into this image, you see that the image already has populated the alt text and the caption. So the moment we uploaded this image to the asset organizer, then we added alt text and capture. So the image is it has all the data that it needs to be rendered on the web, right? Cool. So I have the image that I want to use in my Lightbox. So what I need to do now is just go to the catalog, and I have these 2 products that I mentioned earlier that they are just created here, and I'll start with the carpets. It's, as you can see, it's just like a very bare product without much information, just a little bit of data over here talking about it. And what we can do, we can open the Lightbox, and now we want to select the image that we want to use for the first variant here. There are a few options here that you can actually do in order to select images that you want to use. So the first one is to click on one, and then you can drag it. Or the other option is to click and then hold the command or the control key, and then click on a different one, and then you can select multiple images at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, or even better, if you know that you want to select the first 5 images, then you can click on the first one, hold the shift key, and then click on the last one, and that will pre-select all the images which are in between. Or if you're a person that is more of used to highlight the things that you want to select, you can just select images this way. So I say I want to use these 4 images.
That's pretty cool.
Or I want to use these images. So for these products, for the first one, I want to use, let's say, this image, and no, this image, because it's the same. So this image. So these 3 images, what I can do, highlight them, and then just drag and drop. Boom. And that appeared. And then if I navigate to these variants, you can see that, first of all, you remember that I told you the colorful carpet has the alt text and the capture.
The alt text and the caption. Yes, exactly.
Yes, we get that straight away because they were added in one place, then we just reuse it. And then you can see all the other images that I added. And if you feel that the images that you added are not enough, then let's say I want to add this one and this one. So those 2 images, I can just drag them over here, and they appear.
Boom,
So,
they are there. Okay.
yeah. And from here, we can navigate even to the next variant, which doesn't have any images, and kind of do the same, right? Just pick the images that you want to use for this variant. Let's say I want to use these two images, then drag and drop, and then the images just appeared. So if I go back to the product overview, you see that I have the two variants with all the images that I need. So this is kind of where we use the images for variant media. But let's see what we can do more with the Lightbox. So imagine that here we have this paragraph talking about kind of telling the story of the product, right? And then we want to use some more images here to show it. So what we can do, we can come to the Lightbox, then select the images that we want to use, let's say the first three images, and then drag and drop them over here. And as you can see, the images just appeared right away. And this is using the same exact logic. We don't upload the new images. We are just reusing what we already have. And here we have image components where we can do the same. So I can just select this image and this image, these two images, get them, drop them over here, and they are now in the image component.
Nice, pretty cool. It's really straightforward. So every place where we can have images, we can just drag them out of the Lightbox, right?
Yes, that's exactly the point and the beauty of it. And then if we navigate to the next product, because we selected in our Lightbox some bathroom images, we can do the same, right? So I will select these three images, then drag and drop them over here. I select these two images and drag and drop them in the media component. And then
the second variant, okay.
Yeah, navigate them, and I will see this product, this image, for example, also had the alt text and the capture pre-populated, so we are getting that right away. And even I can use that as a default image, so that's going to be used. And if we take a look on the next one, yeah, we have our images already set. Cool.
This was super fast.
Yeah, and then so there are like a few ways that you can add images to the Lightbox. It's not only from the asset organizer. So if I clear here the Lightbox, and then I click on I hover one of these images, right? And then the small button appears here, and then I can add it to the Lightbox. And as you can see, the image is already here. I can do the same for this one or any other image that I find on somewhere, right? And then you can reuse these images on a different place, like wherever you want that to be.
Okay, so you can go like through your products and you can start adding images to your Lightbox, and then you can like create a new product and select the images you want from there.
Yes, exactly. And when you decide that you don't need to use any of these images from the Lightbox, you can just clear them, and they'll be gone. They will be just removed from the Lightbox, right? That's the kind of the temporary storage for the images. But let me show you like one other use case that I think it's also very valuable. So imagine that here I'll split my screen. So I hover over here, and then I split the screen on two. And imagine that here on the left-hand side, I'll have my asset organizer, and here on the right-hand side, I'll have all my products. So what we can do, we can come to the asset organizer, and then we just pick the images that we want to use. So let's say I want to use these 5 images, right? So I select them, then I add them to the Lightbox. They appear here, but they also appear on the other side.
I see.
Right? So then I can navigate to the products that I want to use. Let's say this one, for example. And then I can select the images that I want to use. I can drop them. They appear right away. And then if I think that I'm not going to use these images anymore, I can just clear. And then I can go back to the asset organizer and select other images that I'll be using. Right, the same way. So this is shared between different tabs. So you can select in one place, you can use in a different place without any problems. And that works vice versa on both places.
Okay, so this makes super easy to create your products with having, like, for example, the assets in one tab. As you were saying, you can go there and select your images, you add them to the Lightbox, and on the products, you just drag and drop them.
Yes, that's the idea. So
this is beautiful.
You can easily just pick the one that you want to use and then use them on different products. When you're done, you can clear your Lightbox and then you can start adding more, or just keep them there until the moment you need them. So that's totally fine. Yeah.
All right. This is like a pretty new feature and super useful. I bet like everyone will be happy with this new addition.
Yeah, really, the whole idea is that we don't need to upload new images all the time when we need to reuse something. Just use something, we can just reuse what we already have. So that way we will be consistent in how we display our products, how we talk about them, and all of that. And also we get the benefit that once we upload an image and we add the alt and the capture text data, for example, then it will be distributed everywhere you're using that image. So when you render that image on the web, then the web knows like what is the image about, and if the image doesn't render, then it shows the correct information.
All right, this is pretty awesome.
Yep.
Okay, so do you have anything else, or should we wrap it here?
No, that was it. This is the Lightbox drawer feature that we are adding to Crystallize. So I hope you like it and you enjoy it.
Yes, of course. So thank you so much for explaining us the Lightbox. I hope our users will also like it. And as always, we will see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.